He's gonna walk in.
Ooh,
Never even look.
smash a whole family.
Jeez.
Mowed down.
I think he's a leader.
400 meters, turn right onto Campbell Street.
He's trying to get rid of her.
And the baby.
And the baby. Never even look.
Yeah.
Jeez. This is our. Oh, this is Argyle Street. Oh, I don't want to take my McDonald's.
Damn McDonald's. Oh, I think
Turn right onto Campbell Street, then turn left onto Bathurst Street.
I will do. It was so weird moving towns in my late 40s. I'd lived in Sydney for so long, 20, 30
Take the
years.
next left onto Bathurst Street, then use the middle lane to turn slightly right to stay on Bathurst Street.
And took me a really long time to actually learn the lay of Launceston. It was,
So is it that big?
no, it's not even that big.
Oh.
Just a weird experience moving to a new town late in life. Making friends, you know, finding a place to live.
I saw the building in Paris.
Use the middle lane to turn
yes,
slightly
it does
right to
look
stay
like
on
that.
Bathurst Street.
What is that called?
Art. Well, this one I
The
don't know. Is the
Pompidou
art
Centre
gallery?
in Paris. Is that what it reminds you of?
Yes. The
Yeah.
art. And here we go. Some love the building on top. Must be a Catholic church. I don't know.
Could be.
They
So,
all do.
Catherine, you eat a lot of beans, do you?
No, I don't actually. I'm not a big fan of beans.
So, where do you get your protein?
How do I get my protein? Nuts.
No.
Some
Nuts.
vegetables have protein in it.
Yeah. Broccoli.
Occasionally I eat beans, I eat hummus and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Broccoli, spinach.
That's our favorite.
Oh, I pulled you away from the broccoli buffalo wings last night.
Yes. I love broccoli.
I love broccoli too.
I can't battle that tree.
I think we are
That mini tree.
going this way. Come on, person, tell me where to go.
In 50 meters, at the roundabout, take the second exit and stay on National Highway 1.
All right, we're going.
Okay, finally. Is that a M or a W? M A B C?
Oh no, that's the logo.
Oh.
Exit the roundabout onto National Highway 1. In 200 meters, turn left onto Tasman Highway, A3.
All right. We won't need this once we are out of town.
Left onto Tasman Highway, A3.
Wow.
In 600 meters, keep right to stay on Tasman Highway, A3.
Oops.
Suddenly that just got really hot.
Keep right to stay on Tasman Highway.
Make it as hot as you want.
That's
I
all
love
good.
the heat. Well, surely.
Oh yeah.
It surely is. No, you make
Continue
yourself
on A3 for
comfortable.
23 kilometers.
All right.
You say this is the river, right? The Tasman.
This is the Derwent,
Dorrit River.
the Derwent River. In 1974 or 78 or sometime in the 70s,
Yeah.
a really large ship went under that bridge
Uh-huh.
and broke it.
Okay.
Killed many people. It was a real
Oh,
catastrophe.
yeah. We just had an incident like that in Maryland.
Did you?
Big barge, not even a barge, a container ship
Ship.
came
Oh my
down,
God.
left the docks, came down, and took the whole bridge.
Oh, really?
Twice as big as this.
Oh my God.
Killed some workers were on it repairing and they got killed.
Have a window open.
Oh, yeah, this is like this one. Well, we are going out into the countryside, folks, so
See
it'll give us a chance.
the mouth of the river over that side.
Okay. Yeah. Wow, I'm surprised they're that big.
It's a
But
big river, isn't it?
yeah. So what's the population of Tasmania?
I don't know. I have no idea. Not very big compared.
Huh? Google?
Google.
This thing is it's giving me trouble this morning. Tell me you're finished already. That means it's not wasn't charging.
There's a little USB-C here.
Which one is this?
Is that the right one?
This is. Oh, let me see something. When I broke this yesterday, I think.
Oh, yeah, right.
So I have a battery pack down here, so it's like it's not translating.
Oh, is it?
This was
So is
charging
it
all
charging?
night.
It is?
Not really.
Oh, bugger.
Let me see. Let me check it. I don't think so. Yes, it's charged. Wait a minute. I think it's charging. It's charging. But it's not going to charge up here. I'll just change the battery as I
Alright.
captures maybe.
Make sure you edit that whole section out.
You hear that specific? I'm just doing raw cuts. People complain that I'm not editing, but some people are too specific. They don't want to see my mount moving or some kind
Oh,
of
really?
or when they shoot to the ground. I say, if you think I'm what is it called? Odd. Yeah.
Oh, over there. There's lots of new suburbs that have come up around Hobart. So that's relatively new. I guess like any old town, you got the centre that's, all old and beautiful, and then there's the suburbs.
And they're all wooden structures, you
They
think?
do. Oh, there's some brick ones there. But
Okay.
yeah, Australia loves a weatherboard house.
Yeah.
We've got a weatherboard house. God, I wish we didn't. I wish it was brick.
Because you did a massive renovation.
We're still doing it.
Oh.
We are going very, very slowly.
I thought you were finished by now. You
wish.
told me.
I wish.
Well, it must be a big house then, because if you.
No, it's very little. But we've taken like full rooms out. We're doing the backyard now.
Okay.
We've had it landscaped.
The last time you said you put in a beam or something like that.
There was, yes.
Wow.
And since then we've put in another beam. We ripped out a bathroom. We have to build a new bathroom. Put
Okay.
walls in, blah, blah, blah.
So you have like a 3-bedroom then?
Currently it's just one. But I think it will be a 2-bedroom when we're finished. And then we have a little shed out the back that so every year the architecture students, well, they don't do it anymore, but they used to build a very small house,
Yes.
like 1.8 meters by 2.4 meters.
Yeah.
So very small, and they would learn about footings, about wall beam, you know,
Yeah,
wall
foundations.
beams and noggins and floor bearers, and they'd learn about insulation and
Yes.
the pitch of a roof and,
Yeah.
you know, windows, putting flashing into windows and stuff. So they get this basic idea of what it takes to build something,
Yeah.
which then informs their architectural practice.
So 1 meter by
1.8 meters
1.8
by
meters.
2.4 meters.
So what we used to do is just go in the community and build a
Yeah,
house,
perfect.
a 1-bedroom house for the a poor person,
Yeah,
and then
that's what they should do.
But I guess the society is so rich here.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I guess they have, in a sense, it has made it to the people, in that anyone who wants to can then buy those houses very cheaply.
Yeah.
So they're not finished by any means, but they've got insulation, they don't have cladding, and they don't have a roof. So the workshop that we have is really large, so big enough to build 2 of those inside,
Yeah.
and then a big roller door. And so we bought 2 for $400 each, which was a bargain. And we had them trucked up to our backyard and placed down on foundations that we built.
Wow.
So we've got a little shed that's 4.8 meters by 1.8 meters.
Okay.
That serves as our 3rd bedroom.
Okay.
It's very cozy,
Wow.
and it's our guest room, I guess.
But it's to separate from the house.
Yes.
Okay. There you go. Richmond.
Another outlying suburb.
The wattle. Is it a yellow flower, Shirley?
Huh?
That's a national. You see the yellow flower?
Uh-huh.
The wattle? Wattle?
Wattle. Yes.
Wattle. Like wattle and dog.
Yes.
Bamboo wattling. I don't know if you're old enough to grow up with that.
I know about wattle and dog.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you would know, but I'm not sure.
Oh,
She
no.
grew up with it, but she didn't probably. Like the bamboo kitchen.
And I mean, we use acacia wood. There's a wood that is uniquely Tasmanian called blackwood.
Okay.
Oh, maybe it's not. It's people identify it as Tasmanian. And it's a really rich chocolate colour.
So termite resistance and all that.
It's very splintery
Okay.
and flexible.
Okay.
Like it's not the hardest wood to work with, not the easiest wood to work with. It's very sinewy.
Yeah.
So, and it's from the wattle tree.
Wow.
There's certain species of wattle tree.
But the wattle tree grows that big?
The blackwood does.
The black-
It's an acacia. Yeah. The wattle's in the acacia family. But down here we also have Huon pine, which is that rolling pin that you had a smell of.
Yes.
And it's a pine tree that takes, you know, they've found Huon pine trees that are like 5,000 years old.
Here?
Grows extremely slowly.
Oh.
And it's got this resin in it, which is really beautiful smelling, but it makes the wood impervious.
Huh.
Like it doesn't break down,
Yeah.
and
Kind of preserve it.
it preserves
Has that
it
oil in it,
beautifully.
yeah.
So boat builders, ship builders just went,
Wow.
we'll take that.
Yeah.
And they cut most of the Huon pines down,
Huh.
and because they take so long to grow, they almost got cut down to extinction. And
Oh,
in the
geez,
70s, they just went, no more,
No more.
no more cutting.
I'm surprised they stopped it at 70s. They should have stopped it before.
Yeah, they should have. I don't know. They had full teams out there just cutting them all down. Beautiful wood, and it's really gorgeous to work with because
Yeah.
it takes so long. So the growth rings
Are small.
are really small.
Yeah,
and
fine.
It works like butter. You can,
Yeah.
It's gorgeous and it smells nice.
Huh.
And now there is still a market for Huon pine. There's still a bit around, and what they're doing is they're going in and they're finding the old stumps and leftovers from the loggers.
Yes.
When they went in and went, that's too small, that's too small. And they haven't broken down, they're perfectly preserved. So people are still using human pine.
So I'm surprised. So what's the use of the eucalyptus in Australia? Because I've seen some here.
Yeah, there's a lot of eucalyptus what is it called? Reginus. There's a few species of eucalyptus that they use for just building, and it's called
so
Tasmanian oak.
Okay.
They call it here, but in Victoria they call it Victorian ash.
Okay.
But basically, it's eucalyptus tree, like a gum wood, and it's very hard.
You see all these, Shirley? Sorry, they're eucalyptus, so they're volatile.
They do
catch fire.
Yes. Yeah, they will. But it's very hard wood.
Is that
and
right?
It's people don't use it for building anymore because it is actually too expensive. I guess some people do,
But you have tons of it. I mean,
generally you would use it for furniture and fittings and it's not a great outdoor wood, but people do use it. It's sort of like, you go to the hardware shop
yeah,
and you buy a softwood or a hardwood,
yeah.
kind of like chicken or beef at the supermarket. So the softwood is now radiata pine that comes from plantations, and the hardwood is Tasmanian oak.
Yeah.
Generally, it's the ubiquitous one.
Yeah.
So people still do use it a lot, but it's splintery,
Huh.
but pretty nice.
There we go. So this is a bridge or it's a lake?
I think this is a bridge across the river.
This is a,
We're going to come to a place that's a little bit further down, and it's called Eagle Hawk Neck, and it's a maybe this is it. I'm not sure. It's a really thin part of land with water on either side, and what they used to have a string or a chain across Eagle Hawk Neck with dogs, wild, attack dogs chained to it, and that was any prisoners that escaped from Port Arthur
okay.
would come across this spot, this thin piece of land with water all around it.
Huh.
That they couldn't get past. Obviously some of them did, but it was a hard place to get past.
Wow. So houses is expensive here?
Getting more. When we moved to hang on, what's this, Port Arthur?
I
I think we have to go this way. Does it say
Midway
Port
Point.
Arthur? We're doing
No, Port Arthur is shooted that.
Well, that's a bit weird, isn't it?
No, I think we're on the right track.
I think we were.
Yeah, because
turning
that's
around.
In 200 meters,
Yes,
turn
yes.
right
Right,
on
yes,
Street.
yes.
yeah, we're on the right track.
Yes. Okay.
Because that's really saying it's on that street.
Yeah, when we first moved to Tasmania, houses were quite cheap.
Merge onto Penna Road, then turn
You
left
could buy a
onto
house
Tasman
for
Highway.
$200,000, whereas a house in Sydney might have been
Continue on A3
$800.
for 3 kilometers.
Yeah.
But since COVID, house prices have doubled because lots of people in cities have gone, what are we doing in this town? Let's move somewhere beautiful and have a nice life.
And especially you can work on the computer and all that.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow, this is pretty. This is not even. This island is really Scotland, really.
Yeah, crazy, eh?
Yeah.
And we're in like the greenest part of the year as well now.
Yeah, spring coming up. I know it's winter, but it's
So it rains a lot in winter. In summer, this will all be straw yellow.
wow. So English, Scottish, but especially when you go, to the Kent region in
Where's
England,
Kent? Where in England?
South,
Is that in the
southeast.
Cotswolds?
Well, it's out Chaucer, William Chaucer's region,
Okay.
Kent. Yeah, it's outside London, really. Yeah, that's where we are. Our family, the Giscombs. That's why I knew.
Oh, right.
So we first records, the oldest records I have are pointing us to that region.
Right.
But as I told Dad in the research, I don't think we're English. I think we're Dutch.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you
Netherlands or
originally came from the Netherlands?
yes, I think
And
so.
then moved to Kent?
Because I saw documents that kind of point to people pointing finger to them like they're the strangers.
Yeah.
No,
500
they're
meters
from
at the
somewhere else.
roundabout, take the second exit onto Arthur Highway, A9.
But they spend a lot of time in that region, in Maidstone. All right, so Arthur Street.
Just straight ahead.
Yeah, well around the circle and
Yeah.
shoot off. The British roundabout.
Exit the roundabout onto Arthur Highway. Continue on A9 for 1.5 kilometers.
There you go. First sheep farm.
Oh, there's some beautiful
Darker
lambs in the
they are.
fields at the moment.
Yeah.
We'll come across some lambs.
Wow. And these are
600
brown.
meters at the roundabout,
brown
take
sheep.
the second
No, they're
exit
white.
and stay
They're
on
just
Arthur
dirty.
Highway,
Dirty.
A9.
Some of them have been shorn, so it's
So
there's shearing at the moment as well. Look at that big homestead there.
So they came, they probably got 5,000 acres or something.
They would have.
What was in America, it was, the homestead was,
Isn't that nice?
it's really
Exit the
nice out
roundabout
here.
onto Arthur Highway.
It was 1
Continue
mile
on
by
A9
1
for
mile.
11 kilometers.
Sorry? 1 mile
In
by
America,
1 mile.
the regular homestead, when they started really cut the land up, it's 1 mile long, 1 mile
Right.
deep.
That's enough.
You could get a couple of those, and it's quite big.
Yeah.
What do you mean from here to here? 1 mile would be
2 kilometers. Wow.
it's concrete. So I would say the best part of Australia got pulled away millions of years ago.
Tasmania. Yeah.
I wonder why. It was too green and heavy.
Maybe.
I'm just making fun. This is nice.
Yeah. And the best part about it, is the worst part about it,
Yeah.
is that you can't just jump in your car and drive to Sydney. You have to fly or take a boat.
And that far, I was surprised it's that far. Is that 2 hours and something?
To get to Melbourne, it's about
Hour.
45 minutes.
Yeah, hour and yeah. But
But
to
you-
Sydney was, that looks like about 2 hours, isn't
Yeah. It's about 2 hours to Sydney.
it? Yeah.
take a boat. There's a ferry as well, which is pretty cool. Up from the north. Oh, if we did it again, you could have come up with me, and I could have driven you to the ferry, and you could have taken the ferry across.
To
Victoria.
To Victoria. Okay.
Sometimes it's very rough though.
It's like peach or
Yes, it looks like an orchard or something.
apricot.
There's no fruit fly in Tasmania, which I mean, in Australia, in the mainland, there's a fruit fly. So all the fruit trees have to be covered when they start fruiting. Otherwise, you get worms.
Shirley was in. Well, you weren't say you're impressed. You were surprised of how strict they were.
Yes, and that's because we don't have a lot of stuff that.
No food.
Yeah, and that's for the fruit fly.
Yeah.
Because it's so easy. I mean, and it makes the front news when fruit fly gets discovered and people go, oh my god.
So how they prevent it from like the ship coming over in the ship?
They just go no fruit. They have to be very strict about food. And foxes. There's no foxes in this state. No, I remember when I first moved to Tasmania.
Yeah.
The front page news of the local newspaper was a picture of a dead fox on the side of the road going, a fox was found. And I laughed and laughed and went, why is that a big deal? Like, how does that make the front page news?
Huh.
But it just means that, yes, there's a fox has been able to get across to Tasmania. And what that would mean if foxes bred and took hold here is a lot of the wildlife is very vulnerable.
Like
to that
rabbit,
kind of
like you have
predator.
rabbit here.
We do have rabbits, yes. But we
Native,
also-
endemic to here?
They're not native.
Okay, they were brought in.
They were brought here.
Okay. Pigs? What about pigs?
We don't. I don't think we
Wild
have wild
boars.
pigs. No, we don't have wild boars.
Okay. I'm surprised they didn't bring in pork for the pig for the prisoners.
I don't know.
I'm surprised because that would
Oh,
have been
maybe
the.
we do. I'm not sure, but I don't think so. It's not a problem.
Well,
There's
I mean-
cats. Cats are a problem.
Okay.
They're just a problem everywhere.
Dogs.
Yeah. There's a lot of little species like spotted quolls and Tasmanian devils, lots of wombats, heaps of wallabies, possums.
Ah.
So you drive along these roads and there's a lot of roadkill.
Yes, awesome.
And like, lots of people don't drive on roads like this after dark.
Yeah. It's too dark.
There's so much wildlife.
Oh. So what about deers?
There is deer. Yeah, there is wild deer as well. And we have a problem with a very Scottish shrub called gorse or heath. I think, is it heath? Gorseweed, we call it, and it's taking over, probably because it's very similar to the climate in Scotland.
This is the old Jamaican road with lots of potholes.
Yeah, Tasmania has got a lot of these. And it's like, it's only 80 kilometres, and if you're on the mainland driving on a highway, it would take you less than an hour. But here, just because you're going, you have to go slower.
Yeah.
It takes you a little longer.
It's just going to take 4 hours in Jamaica.
Yeah.
You must have a strict law for cleanliness here. I mean, I'm impressed. From when I came to Australia, I was impressed with No litter.
Yeah, right.
It must be the culture.
We do have lots of anti-littering ads
Okay.
on television and stuff. See, look at those trees. They would make beautiful timber.
Yeah, eucalyptus, yeah. Mostly. I'm surprised it's so plentiful in this in Australia and in Tasmania.
Yeah, I guess. A lot of it's protected. And it is quite expensive to buy.
Yeah.
It's getting more expensive.
What they're doing, they're planting that in India
Speaking
now.
of timber, there's a plantation.
Yeah, these are not Norfolk pines. These are just
They look like radiatas.
regular pines. We plant those in Jamaica too. United States. Yeah, they're planting the eucalyptus in India
Yeah, right.
because they're using it for the guts.
For the what?
Guts, the burning of the body.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So-
it makes very good
600
firewood.
meters, turn right onto Sugarloaf Road.
So it grows fast, but it depletes the soil of water.
Yeah.
It sucks a lot of moisture out of it.
So what was that? Turn left or right?
Turn. I think it's a turn right on Primrose. Yes.
Turning right.
Yeah. Only turn to make.
Take the next right onto Sugarloaf Road, C349.
Nice name. Sugarloaf Road.
Sugarloaf Mountain in Jamaica, in America, up the street from us.
17 kilometers.
Look at this sign. I love that. It looks like a kangaroo picking up a car.
Oh, gee. And that's the
Echidna.
Kina.
And possums.
Oh, that's a possum.
No, that on that last
With
sign
the
it was
prickly.
an echidna. Yeah.
Okay, like a
Like a porcupine.
porcupine. Okay. Still have some animals here. When they bring the prisoners here, they really buried them away from town.
Sorry? Say
When they
that
brought the prisoners here, they buried them away from town.
They took them to where all the wood was.
Oh,
and put them to work.
Yeah.
So when you see it, it's a port. It's a really deep port, so ships could come in. And they load the wood on straight onto the ships.
Okay.
But they also had a shipbuilding
Industrial.
operation going on there as well. And about 20 years ago, we had possibly Australia's largest mass shooting down at Port Arthur.
Oh.
A guy opened fire in a cafe
Yeah.
and killed, I can't remember how many, maybe 10 people or something.
Huh.
And shortly after that, the government of the time just had a gun amnesty
Yeah.
and changed the laws, and everyone
Let's get rid of the guns.
got rid of their guns.
Yes. I don't know what's going to do. America can't do anything about it.
Cannot, can they? What's going on
Bluetooth? I don't know.
there? Yeah, no, they can't seem to manage that.
Can't do it. The gun, the NRA. See that the lobbyists down K Street. Well, K Street is one of the key. With all the lobbyists, they lined up.
Yeah, right.
Too powerful.
Yeah. Now, what isn't there like 30 lobbyists to every politician in America?
Well, I don't know the rate. All I know, I work near K Street, and K Street is
okay.
one of these elaborate string of thing maybe for 4 miles is just lobbies,
Holy hell.
apartments,
Wow.
or homes. I mean,
Yeah. It's not fair.
and then they just switch up to Congress,
But,
and they're up there every day just lobbying,
Mhm.
pumping money into the and then buying off the politician and doing all sorts of things.
yeah.
And then politicians, they can't do nothing.
Like we have that in Australia too, but to a lesser degree. I think just lately, people have been pushing to make the, political donation laws a little bit more transparent.
Yeah. But you man, you have the gun rights. When there used to be a shotgun, one shot
Oh,
every
yeah.
5 minutes, you load it and
Yeah,
shoot
yeah,
it.
from the
The cars back
Constitution,
then.
yeah,
Now
back
the
in-
guys are allowing the guys to buy guns that
those semi-automatics.
250 rounds and all sorts of things. You can kill, and
Yeah.
you're using the same law to
Life's
do
a
that.
lot different now.
Yeah.
It's like if you live in the city and you buy a gun, you only buy a gun for one reason, and that's to shoot people.
Huh. So you don't have, they don't hunt. You don't have a hunting
There is a hunting
yeah.
culture in Australia,
culture, yeah.
and farmers have guns,
Yeah.
but you don't find large groups of people that live in urban areas that
Right.
have guns that are so passionate. I
Most
just
of the-
can't get over how passionate Americans are.
My
about
guys in the office, how many guns do you think they have? One guy.
What?
18
18 guns. What is
of
the
all
point?
sorts. And I mean,
What does he shoot?
They just go out and they have money. They just go target shooting or a little hunting.
Lamb, having a little drink from its mother.
I missed that. And they feel threatened.
Yeah.
Primrose signs.
And I think the more you feel threatened, the more guns you get, and it's a vicious circle, isn't it? Really?
And the problem is United States now. It's a problem of mental problem. So the mental problem mixed with the ability to go out and buy a gun.
Oh yeah,
and,
yeah.
And then
And weren't they trying to stop that? If you are mentally unstable.
yeah, they put the laws, but then the states. That's the problem with the United States. The states, the law may apply to this state and it doesn't apply to this state. And then the federal government, who controls the whole country, they can't seem to have an overall umbrella thing to control the whole thing. So the laws of the United States just splintered.
Yes. Oh my God, that Roe versus Wade overturning, and all the states scrambling to
Yeah,
ban abortion.
and they effectively have done that because there's some benefit in
Well,
So
happy
weird.
anniversary to us.
it. Uh-oh.
Oh, is it your anniversary?
Is that right?
Is that right?
Today is which day? The 18th? Lord Jesus. That's why you...
Go.
Then why we never had a good drink last night?
Well, the day just started.
You just remember?
Did you just
You better
remember
than me.
Shay?
I remember on my way down there, but I said, let me wait a little bit.
Ah,
Wait until we where?
on the road.
Oh Jesus. Well,
So
I'm
how long? How many years?
It's 40 how many years, Laura?
got married 1979.
1979, 89, 99, 2009, 2019, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24,
45 years. So we did the 45 years today? Oh, so
Holy
you're...
hell.
So this is romantic. Look at this. Being driven in the back country of Tasmania
couldn't get further
Can't
away.
get away from it. All I need is a drink now.
Oh.
Oh man! Among the wattle flowers, I should go and pick you a bouquet of wattle flowers.
No, I actually think we might have taken the wrong road.
Uh-oh.
But the lady hasn't told us that it's wrong.
Maybe that's why she's quiet.
No,
Oh,
The
what she should have
GPS.
This
said
lady.
something if it's the wrong
no, she should have.
Yes.
No, we're on the right road.
road. Oh.
She's taking us a way.
Can you imagine a pioneer coming here and finding this land though?
Well, some of it would have been cleared, but not all. It would have all been pretty dense.
Oh, the
Dense
trees.
bush.
Oh, bush. Now this is almost like
Here you go, keep your eyes peeled for lambs.
yes. This is Southend, Scotland.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You ever been down there?
I have driven through Scotland, Bristol, years ago.
You go through the forest and come down and come to Southend. You're just 12 miles away from Ireland, where
Okay.
that's where her grandparents came
Oh,
from.
wow.
Shirley's grandparents. So we have been
You're
down
of
there.
Scottish descent, Shirley.
Yeah, both of us. I mean,
Oh, you both are.
yeah, Scottish,
Are
English. We all,
I guess we
yeah.
all are from where we come from.
Yeah, a mixture. One lady the other day was getting on my nerves. Say, oh, you guys use, and it's not a member lady, it's not maybe a guy or lady. So you guys, you celebrating all this mixture. I say, yes, I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, you just celebrate, oh, you're so happy. I say, oh yeah, I love it.
Well, it's unavoidable. And bring it on. More mixture, the better.
Yeah,
The more mixture, the less racism.
I tell you.
Or just the whole idea of race out the window.
Right. But some of them, they have the problem of thinking that the ancestors were raped and all that, so they're kind of hungry. So
That's unavoidable as well.
Yeah.
They probably were. I mean, the whole history of the world is built
Yeah.
on invasions.
being raped from near on the ship. Look at this black soil. That's
Very
strange.
fragile.
The whole country is like that.
Pretty much, actually.
You
The
serious?
centre is a little bit less.
So it's part volcanic then.
I guess. I don't know. Lots of dolomite. The rock.
Yes, I've seen that is
Dolomite
in
formations.
Canada. That dark.
Up the top end of Tasmania is a really, really rich red soil.
Okay.
And there's a lot of clay around there as well. A lot
Okay.
of clay in the soil.
So it probably has iron and bauxite and all that in
They grow a lot of vegetables up there. There you go, they've been shorn.
it. Yeah, they look slim.
They look cold.
They look a little bit. Gee. What's the word? Emaciated?
Emaciated.
Emaciated.
Yeah.
You could just give me your wool and let you know. Oh,
But it's
gee.
like, you know, when you give a cat a bath
Yeah.
and you go, oh my God, there's nothing to them.
Look at that. I've never seen this.
They shave them.
Yeah, they call it
Shearing.
sharing or Sean or whatever the word is. So that they've shipped that now to
They ship
liver
it all
pearl.
over the world.
yeah. So when you get that Australian wool, it's that's where it's coming from.
And because of the climate here,
Yeah.
it's particularly good wool.
Yeah, I Dad introduced me to that. I brought it back because it's so good.
Wow.
Williams.
Oh, R.M.
jacket.
Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah, R.M. Williams.
It's in.
That's right. Now, in that glove box, there's a little red box of pills. Can you just pass me
This one.
that?
Yes.
Not very good at eating bread these days.
Oh.
I like it very much, but it gives me
Stomach bread?
Yeah, heartburn.
Oh. Shirley should tell you her solution.
What is your solution,
Apple
Shirley?
vi-
Cider vinegar.
Apple cider
Oh,
vinegar.
just a little bit in some water?
That's a spoon.
Hmm.
Yes.
Takes care of it. So
I
that, yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Have you ever done the soda bicarb? A little bit of soda bicarb in water?
No.
I know about that, but I've never done it.
That's
But
my...
that apple cider vinegar works
Okay.
miracles.
Oh, very good to know.
Yeah, it's really good.
But when you drink the soda bicarb, it bubbles up with all the acid, and then you do the world's largest burp, and suddenly
Right.
everything's all right, and it's so satisfying. It's
Ah,
very uncouth.
Wow. So you have some
But
cattle
apple
here
cider
now.
vinegar, eh?
Yeah, that's the white and the bread, or just
No,
they're
the
all
apple
red,
cider one is brown.
just brown.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm a big fan of apple cider vinegar.
So that's, I think they're farming now, maybe
Oysters.
oysters. You know, Shirley,
Ah,
look on the oyster farm.
okay.
So certain times of the day or whatever week, or they have to raise all of that out in the water.
Mhm.
I don't know
Well,
why.
it's tidal as well.
Yes.
This is tidal. No rain. You will not rain.
They did say to us gonna rain at 10.
Yeah. Oh, what's the time? 10:08. Yeah.
Tell you.
That
In
it
400
should be
meters,
okay.
turn right onto Arthur Highway, A9.
All right. I think we had a little picturesque detour. Now we're
Yep.
coming back.
Interesting country.
Little port town. Turn left.
Take the next right onto
Right.
Arthur Highway,
I was gonna say.
A9.
Here we are. We're back on track.
So we were off track.
I
Oh,
think
no,
we
it's
might
at
have.
8, 9.
Continue on
Yeah, no,
A9
we're
for
here.
37 kilometers.
Oh, look at those big. What are they? Cormorants.
Yeah, don't know what those are. Look like the ones that the Koreans used to fish, or the
Yes.
Thai.
That's and they have a thing around their neck so they can't swallow them.
Right. They squeeze out the fish back out.
So mean. Imagine, like a truffle pig.
Here's the Tasmanian devil.
Yes.
That's a
that's
picture.
it.
It's half pig, half bear.
Oh,
half
that's
dog.
so that you think if you think possums are hard to listen to and hard to look at. Wait till you see the Tasmanian devil. Even the cute little babies are not cute.
Right.
And they have there's a thing that's killing them. Basically, it's like the herpes virus,
oh.
and they're
Gee.
trying to sort of rid the population of it, but it's very prevalent.
Huh. So they're still wild, right?
Yeah, we could hit one at any minute. We have to keep our eyes peeled.
Oh. So how big it is? Wow. Like a dog, big dog.
Kind of like a mid-sized dog. Not that big.
Oh, gee.
Like a wombat.
With long tail and all that?
No, it doesn't have a long tail. Got a really strong jaw. It's
Okay.
a scavenger.
Okay.
So it's got a jaw on it that can break anything up.
So it's almost like a
Hyena.
hyena.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
A squat little hyena. Oh, look at the beautiful light on that water.
It seems like it's
So this scrubby stuff here is a
dry. I mean,
Yeah,
Dryish
dry and
looking.
windy, harsh conditions.
because you must be on the coast now.
Yep.
Okay. Yes. It's windy and this.
So imagine being a prisoner trying to escape in this weather.
Tell you.
That would have been harsh.
Huh. Then when you reach the coast, then you realize you're 6,000 away from England.
Yes.
That's depressing.
Yeah.
I think I saw in a movie I read though. They really made the best of it. Some of them they said, "Oh, you know what? Let's start the bakery. Let's do the,
Yep.
the innovative."
Dad's a great espouser of how many opportunities there were for
The prisoners.
convicts.
Yeah. Yeah. As
And
you're
yeah,
starting,
I
yes.
guess there was for a lot.
Yeah.
But there's no denying it was a pretty brutal place.
Yeah.
It must have been, dreadful.
Tell you.
You steal a spoon and suddenly you're
Away from your family.
here. Yeah.
Don't see them again.
Yep. And I heard somewhere that one of the most terrifying things for people, English people, was to die and be buried in the soil of this brutal land.
Oh.
Not go back to the homeland.
Not go
and
back,
be
yeah.
buried.
Yeah.
I think these people are going to Port Arthur as well.
But it has left, as a researcher, it has left a feel of research documents, wills and
Quite a lot.
letters and
Talk to
I mean-
Kristen about that. Because she did her master's on women in colonial Tasmania,
okay.
and she went through all the research documents down at Port Arthur. She spent a month at Port Arthur
Wow.
researching who
Yeah.
the women were.
Who
I
they
mean,
were and what they
There's
yeah.
a lot of talk about men and the tough men in history, but there had to be women beside
Yeah.
them, and there's not a lot of talk about
Huh.
those people, and they are redressing it
Yes.
as history goes on.
But the first batch came in about 18 something,
Of the women convicts.
18 something, 1840s.
Don't know. Someone building their boat in their backyard.
Oh yes, almost like a submarine.
That is not a human pine boat. There you go, for sale. Change your
Wow,
life.
I like that. As a builder, they have the plot on the advertisement.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I've never seen that before.
haven't you?
No.
Oh. Well, honey, we'll have to get you some leatherwood, honey. Are you guys honey eaters?
Yeah. Small one because I got honey. Where did I pick up honey? Oh yes, here.
Oh, there you go. You probably already
Not in
tasted it.
Tasmania. On the mainland.
Oh yeah.
And then they took it away. I bought the thing inside the after immigration or whatever it was.
Really?
And then
So
when they
you
reach
went
America,
to
they took it away.
Ah.
Tell me about.
Oh, okay. So.
It's all there in the book. That book is everybody who reads it. It's fascinating to them. I hope she got it out because I've seen a memo from her. Why would you sell me something with the documentation? It's in a sealed
I don't
container,
know. So
and then when I reach America, you tell me about. I have to prove. She can't tell me what is in there. It's there. It's documented.
do you guys need to go to the bathroom?
About you, Cheryl?
I'm good. I'm good.
All right, I'm good too.
All right.
they'll be behind us coming to Port Arthur because they had to go to the toilet.
Ravens. Like a big rat.
They are like big rats. They're not cute at all.
Well, we have this competition where they have the ugliest dog. in
Ah,
America.
yes, I've seen that on the internet.
Yeah. So they could get a cross between a Tasmanian devil and a
A chihuahua.
Chihuahua, and then our bulldog.
Yeah.
Scottish bull.
Oh, but I mean, gosh. The poor dog that has to mate with the Tasmanian devil.
Punishment.
Awful. Those lovely little trees.
Yeah, we really have. So did they find gold in this country too? In Tasmania?
Coal or gold?
Gold.
I don't know. No, I don't think so. I mean, maybe, but not a lot.
Not a lot.
I mean, there was lots of gold in Victoria,
In the mainland, yeah. Yeah.
Melbourne. All the fine buildings in Melbourne that you see probably were built in the gold rush in
Oh,
the
gee.
1850s.
Wow. Similar time as the American discovery. Yeah. One of our Giscoms, he got rich after he left Jamaica. He left before your great-great-grandfather, because it's around the same time. Let me see, because in 1840s he was in California already,
All right. And he hit it big?
and then they kicked them out of there,
No.
and then since they weren't fully Caucasian, they were kicking out the Chinese,
people of
Indians,
colour.
and people of color. But he was maybe higher than a mulatto. And I don't remember. Is it 80 or 800 of them were petitioned to move, and it so happened that the British Columbia guy was in Vancouver region was a Bahamian mix, and he agreed to bring them in. So the Giscom guy, John, he came. James, he was part of that group. He went to British Columbia, Vancouver Highland, and then as an explorer, he ventured over it's part of that brown book I gave you.
Oh yeah.
And he went into the Fraser River, into the Continental Divide.
It would have been pretty hardcore British Columbia.
Yes, but he and another Bahamian guy found gold on one of the tributaries of the Fraser River. They were pulling $6,000 worth of gold in 30 days.
Back then,
Yeah.
it made a lot.
When he died in 1907, he had over $21,000
Wow.
worth of, I don't know, money
His worth.
and his worth. Some of the money came back to us. Back then it was distributed, but the majority of it was given away to his landlord. Not even landlord, his landlady, as he wasn't married, and he probably by that time he had a bad case of he had properties and he was renting, and apparently somebody owed him money. So when he tried to collect the money, the guy got injured. They said it was him, so it was a federal case.
Oh,
But
right.
it turned out that it was the horse. They struggled a little bit. The
Ah.
horse kicked the guy in the head.
It's weird how we can still find this out.
Yeah,
Hundreds of
documented.
years later.
Yeah.
Here we are. We're coming up to Eagle Hawk Neck, where the wild dogs used to be.
Wow. Eagle Hawk.
The
Neck.
dog line. Do you want to have a look at the dog line?
Yeah, surely. Dog line where they put the dogs you couldn't get through as a prisoner.
I don't think it'll be very. So they made a line of dogs, and all the prisoners that escaped from Port
Continue on
Arthur
Pirates Bay Drive
would have
for
had
4
to have gone
kilometres.
past the dog line,
Oh,
and
so
Turn right towards
they were
Pirates Bay Drive,
very
then make a
fierce
U-turn.
dogs.
Make a U-turn, then turn
Yes,
left
yes,
onto
we know,
Pirates
we
Bay
know.
Drive.
We know. Just park here.
Wonderful. Let's see if we get some.
Stretch our legs. We're not that far away.
Yeah.
okay. So Laura,
Hmm?
you want to explain the dog line?
What happened when the prisoners came from England? They brought some over into Tasmania here to work the forest, the wood industry. So they brought them way up here because this is where the wood was. Watch your back.
Huh?
Watch your back.
Watch my back. Oh, sorry.
So they have what we're saying. They had a prison.
So we're going to the prison, which
Yeah.
is like
Okay.
massive. But when they escaped from the prison and tried to get up to the rest of Tasmania.
Let me take this bag just in case I run out of battery.
Hang on a second.
Yeah. Thank you. You can close it back, baby. Thank you.
So they couldn't get past it because there was water on
Oh,
each
for the
side.
dog. Okay, it would attack them.
Dogs would attack.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not sure. I haven't seen this, so let's. Officers' quarters, museum.
Wow. And this is a eucalyptus tree.
Beautiful one. That. Not sure. So we just walk on this path.
Wow.
Rat hole.
Wow. It's a new permeable walkway.
Yeah, yes, it is.
Water. They're trying to introduce it to us in
I'm not
America.
sure where the dog line is.
Huh.
Oh, let's have a look at the beach, eh? Amazing.
Wow, look at this rough water.
Looks like people are surfing today.
Looking for them.
Yeah, I would not be there.
I'm not. I can't walk on water, so. You would think they would have a signy.
Let's have a look and keep driving.
Look at people in the water, Shirley.
In the water.
Yeah, I see people swimming, surfing.
With wetsuits, they've got wetsuits.
They still don't get wet? They still get wet.
But they stay warm
Oh,
in their wetsuits.
oh jeez.
Here they
This
are.
temperature.
So pretty. Wow.
Let's see where the water comes up here. Look.
Yeah. Wow.
Or we need to go to the beach. Come on then.
And look,
We looked.
you can see where the water comes up here.
Yeah,
when-
high tide.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Doesn't say. Oh, you know, yeah. Ahead. They're using this new type of wood.
Two scarves.
Huh?
I'm glad I brought myself 2 scarves.
Oh, it's it's kind of.
I was telling Shirley yesterday I went for a little walk in town and I bought some long underwear.
Oh, gee. Mm, yeah.
It's so weird just because like 2 days ago it was 17 degrees and now it's 8. It's like
Ah,
we brought the cold.
We brought the
weather
cold.
with us.
And we are hot in America.
Yeah.
It's 30 something, maybe.
Oh,
Yeah. Whew. It's like the old latrine, Shirley. Whew. Okay. It is.
right, that's that.
So we don't see. We didn't see it, huh?
I don't know where it is. Let's just drive across and imagine.
Yeah.
Get back into the warm car
Yeah.
for 30 more kilometres.
Okay. Oh, yes. sirree.
Oh, they're getting ready
Yes, sir. I'm going for a swim.
They look like lovely, tasty seals for a shark.
I know. And you have the great white shark. What do you call it?
Turn left onto Pirates Bay
Yeah.
Drive,
Yes,
then
we're
turn
doing
left
it,
onto
lady.
Arthur Highway.
Yes, lady. None of the other cars ever told me what to do. Alright. Okay, well, there you go. Somewhere there's
Dog
a dog line.
Take the
Right.
next left onto Arthur Highway, A9.
It might have been in this little house. This is the office
That's a
here.
little museum. That's the
Yeah.
officers' quarters.
Continue on A9 for 19 kilometres.
But you can see it's where the dogs would be.
Oh,
Somewhere
down.
along here.
Okay.
Because this is where it's the narrowest.
So the prisons would be over there.
They'd be over there
Okay.
going, how do we get through? Look, there's a
Oh,
a
yeah.
dog.
See a dog there. So vicious.
Oh.
Yeah, so it might be somewhere up in here.
So along here. There's some black swans there.
Wow. I didn't know there are black swans.
Yeah.
That's the one. Devil's Kitchen.
Alright. So 19 kilometres away from Port Arthur. We still have phone booths in Tasmania.
You serious?
That's an anachronism. People still use them.
Tell you. You can't get your barbecue chicken over here, surely.
Possibly.
Right. Okay.
You get a slice of Tasmania devil steak.
Oh, barbecued Tassie devil. I'd hate
Tell
to
you.
eat a Tasmanian.
With the head and everything.
Awful. I wouldn't like to eat the meat of a scavenger. Although, what are prawns? That's what they are. They're supposed to be delicious.
Yeah, just like the possum. I think I told. Yeah, we talk about it. It's the best. They say it's the best tasting meat.
What kind
The
of meat?
possum.
What's a possum?
Possum.
possum.
Well, yeah. we say-
Yeah, is it? I've never even thought
The
to eat
ugliest
possum.
thing, but looks nice, tasty meat. That's it.
Oh well, if there's an apocalypse, I'll be eating all those meats. Or I'll be dead.
But you'd be surprised all the same when you get hungry.
Mm.
When the Irish people were coming out of Ireland with a potato blight,
Mm.
they ate everything along the road.
I reckon.
Leaves, twigs.
Yeah.
Tell you.
Never keeps you alive.
Yeah. Eat their own people.
These trees here, they're quite interesting. That's a pine tree. A lot of people planted them in Tasmania for windbreaks.
Yeah.
They're called macrocarpa,
Macrocarpa.
and their wood is really orange, and it's got a lot of figure in it. There's a lot of knots and
Yeah.
patterns in the wood.
Yeah, the pine like.
Makes good outdoor wood, but it also sometimes people use it for furniture.
Like southern pines, American southern pine. It's nutty and oily and
Yeah, that's macrocarpa for you, and it's kind of dense as well,
yeah.
which is quite good.
We use it for studding
For what?
studs.
Oh yeah, okay. So shorter lengths that don't have to be straight.
Yeah, well, most times you're 8 feet studs,
Oh, okay.
8 to 12. Rarely you go. We hardly use 12 feet studs in the building street.
12 feet. So what would that
but I use a lot of spruce. I love using spruce.
Yeah, spruce is nice.
Yeah, spruce.
We have at university, attached to the university is a timber research centre called Seesaw. I don't even know what that's short for, but they do a lot of testing of timber, and they have one of those machines that pushes timber beams, you know, with tons worth of pressure to breaking points, so you can tell how strong your beams are. They've been putting a lot of beams. There's a company that's developing laminated beams for building using short lengths of timber, and they've been taking it to this place to see how strong it is.
Right.
But the outside is gum, so they have about 60 mils of gum, and then there's about 200 mils of laminated spruce wood.
Oh.
And then gum, so it's like a torsion box basically. And the softwood in the middle is about weight, so you know builders can lift these beams. So it doesn't have to be all hardwood if it's got hardwood on the top and the bottom. And we at the workshop we collect the broken beams, and there's so much wood, and you know we spend a bit of time cutting the parts that have been broken, and then we break down the beams that aren't broken. They still have a lot of stresses in the timber, so we have to be careful when we break it down. But the middle part is spruce.
Oh.
And it's lovely.
Yes, it's pretty.
It is nice, and it's so blonde.
Yeah. I like it because it takes the fixtures so well.
Yeah.
When you drive nails, it doesn't split. You can toenail and do all sorts of things with it. Oh, those must be well. You say it's the kangaroos.
Well, we'll see them all alive tomorrow. That'll be good. I remember when I was a kid, and you go to the hardware shop to buy, you know, cheap wood, soft wood to build with, and it was always Oregon pine. You know, that orangey pine, beautiful smell.
Yeah.
But that's probably rare now. We've probably
not good for the
harvested it to rarity.
Convict station,
B&B, which is a bed and breakfast accommodation.
Okay.
But yeah, we're getting down to near, you know,
to the place,
settlement. Cute old house. So yeah, a lot of people come and they stay here.
So what I mean, it's just
Go
a
to
tour.
Port Arthur, and they stay overnight.
Okay.
And go on their way.
There it is, Shirley. See the dog? You saw the picture? You can see a lot of pictures of the Tasmanian devil now.
Yeah, so right here, I mean, we could make a snap decision if you want. There's the Unzu, which is a Tasmanian devil sanctuary. I'll go in, we'll turn around. So we could go to Boorong, or we could go and look at this right now.
Okay.
And what they have is they
Continue
have
on A9 for 9 kilometers.
little tunnels underneath the ground,
Oh.
clear domes, and you pop your head up, and then there's Tasmanian devils wandering around your head. But yeah, there's this, or maybe on the way back we could come here, or we could go tomorrow when it's beautiful
Yeah,
and sunny to
yeah.
Boulogne.
There's a guinea chickens over there.
Ah,
Guinea fowls.
yes.
Let's see.
Speaking of old-fashioned chickens, we have a chicken down here which is just a bird, and we call it a turbo chicken, and it's a native fowl
Uh-huh.
that has giant legs and it runs really fast.
Oh.
Lives around the waterways.
Huh.
And they're all over the place. They live in town, around the
Baby. Look at the baby sheep.
geese. Around the rivers, yeah. Oh,
They're having
yes.
babies.
Lambs.
All of them having babies over there. Ooh, look at them. They're feeding. Wow. It's old country.
I mean, you've got country like this. I mean, I remember when Ben and I, 10 years ago, we drove across America. We came through Virginia,
Oh yeah.
and it was so beautiful, beautiful forests everywhere. It's so green and fecund, and then little sort of shacks around.
Oh yeah. Houses. Even in Maryland, I think you probably still have houses in Maryland.
Yeah, right.
Countryside. America has that wildness still.
Yeah. Which is great. Oh God, America, the country is just amazing.
Poorness.
The different types of geography,
Yes.
and let alone demography.
Yeah.
The different types of people.
Yeah.
You can travel through. I don't know what that is.
Oh, I think it's the if you cross, you might have that signal. If you cross the line, it tells you that
Oh,
you're
like a
crossing.
power line.
Yeah, it tells you you're crossing the center of the road.
Oh,
Some of the cars have that built in.
let's test this. Am I doing it?
Maybe not. Well,
Oh well. As long as the car doesn't stop, I'm happy.
yeah, man, America is. We discuss it. Surely we say we have this big SUV. We're just gonna put the mattress in the back,
Yeah,
pack our some snacks, and we're just gonna start driving.
yeah.
It's as big as Australia.
But all the way through, it's dense with different culture and
Yes.
geography. It's amazing.
Natives and blacks, and then the people who came in from Europe. You have the Scottish,
Yeah.
the Dutch, the German. They settled in that area.
Yep. The history's still
Yeah.
playing out, isn't it?
Right.
400 years later.
Tell you.
Norwegians, you've got a lot of Norwegians in America too, don't
Yeah, but I don't even know where they settled. They might have settled in
you? Middle America.
Norway. They might have settled up
In the
north,
Midwest.
Midwest, the mountain region. Because even the Appalachian region is Irish, Scottish,
Yeah.
and blacks, and some Indians. They try to get rid of all the native people out of the forest, but some of them still escape. Well, they were able to elude them. Well, rough history. It's another history thing.
It is rough,
Sickening.
isn't it? In Tasmania, we got taught when we were in school that there were no Tasmanian Aborigines left. And basically they formed a line and walked across Tasmania, killing every Aborigine that they could find.
Oh, jeez.
But, of course, a lot of them ended up being removed from their native lands onto Flinders Island, and there's another island, I think.
Huh.
descended from Tasmanian Aborigines.
Yeah.
They, by no means did they get hunted to extinction. So, you know, even in school, the government was towing that line. The government was saying no Aborigines left.
Yeah. Well, you'd imagine that they would, to take the shame out of their face, they would say, okay, some left, instead of saying, okay, we'll wipe them all out.
No, they were proud. We wiped them all out.
That's what it was.
And then the Aborigines here are going, no, you didn't. We're still alive.
Oh, gee.
But yeah, they had a hard time. And there was a guy, what was his name? Roberts. He kept a very good diary, and he was employed by the Tasmanian government to befriend them and convince them to go to these reservations. And his descriptions of the Tasmanian Aborigines, like they're healthy, they're, you know, glowing with fitness and health and well fed and happy, and they just see a white face and they quickly hide because they know that there's trouble.
Yeah.
But eventually he got to them, and the rest is history.
Wow. Yes, history is a tough thing, and a lot of it is not being taught.
Yes,
You know,
and
it's-
history
it's-
is
it's
written
hidden.
by the victors.
Yeah.
I think it's very interesting that there's a lot of historians now going through and finding women in history, like uncovering the secret history
Yeah.
of women's contribution to culture and
That's a British thing, though. As we talked about it before, they document everything. So I don't know what for reason. But now it's in the archives, just to
Yeah.
know where
They
it
just have to
is.
go to the original source
Yeah.
and draw different conclusions from it.
Yeah.
In 600 meters, you will arrive at your destination.
Woohoo!
Wow.
Thank you, lady.
Finally talked to us.
That's good. I'm glad she wasn't talking to us all the time. Port Arthur Historic Site. No through roads.
Stewart's Bay Lodge. I don't know.
Sorry, car behind us. Where do we go? Did we just pass?
You have arrived.
Oh, okay. Here we go. I know where to go from here.
Okay.
Every time my sister comes to Tasmania, she likes to go to Port Arthur.
Oh.
I have been quite a few times,
Okay, so you know.
but it's always good.
Yeah. Miss Kristen.
Kristen.
So you keep in touch with Tim?
Yeah, sporadically.
Okay.
I speak to
see him?
Kristen a lot more than I speak to Tim.
Tim, yeah. So Tim is the youngest one.
He is the youngest one. But
How old is he,
He
roughly?
is, he's 2 years younger than me, so he's about 55,
Okay.
54. 54.
Okay.
Scary to say that.
I mean age. Are you making us worried?
I feel like I'm closer to 60 than I am 50 now.
No, you let Shirley and myself getting scared.
Yeah, I know, it's all relative, isn't it?
I tell you. So this would what they would come and see, denseness of the trees.
More denser, I would say.
Yeah.
I mean, the Aborigines did do some, you know, they did do burning off in Australia,
Yeah.
and they did do some sort of management of the landscape, probably so it would make it easier for them to catch food.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's not going to be too crowded. It's not holidays.
Alright.
I guess it's a
So we'll
Sunday,
just-
so
So we pay to go in, right?
yes.
Okay, so we'll
I
just
can't
use
remember how much it is, but I
we
think
just
it's
use a
pretty
card.
reasonable.
we'll just pay. There's a
Let's see if we can get as close as we can.
yeah.
Is that the car that we were following? No,
Oh no, it's a it was a white car, I think.
Are they behind us?
Well, maybe not. Maybe we stopped,
We did stop, didn't we?
so we might have.
Could have sniggered on past us.
Port Arthur, maybe named after King Arthur.
Probably Governor Arthur. Somewhere. I'm going to Google it. Look, there's a park.
There's
Are you going to park there, mate?
a couple of parks here. I think one
Let's go to the
is-
next. Oh, that
one
looks
is
like a good
here.
park. Let's park there.
And one is here. You see?
I'm going to park here.
Yeah. That one is white too.
And one right in front of us.
I know. I'm not doing that. I'm going to go arse in. Why? Because I can with this camera
Uh-oh.
affair.
Maybe we should come out. You think we can come out?
Yeah, go on. You guys jump out and I'll park.
Yeah. Because we are Americans. We're a little bit plump.
So it will be a tight thing. But don't worry, there's plenty of that in Australia.
Yeah, bring my
as
bag.
well.
Yeah, thanks. We're making fun of the Americans. Thank you. Yeah. Because if the battery run out,
Yeah, you're doing it long.
come on,
it
me do
all
the whole
way?
thing, yeah. So we can cut it. It's a trip to Port Arthur. And then when it finally run out, it's an hour and 34 minutes. You can stop it.